Okay, so this is a tutorial to go through how to pick folders randomly. For those of you who are in hospitals, you will be lucky enough to be able to get Clinicom data from your IT person that will actually give you the list of patients that have attended for a specific month. This is an example of Clinicom data from one of our hospitals, and you can see that it actually gives you the patient number here, which is actually what we're after. You can ask your IT people to give you for a certain month or for 2 months or whatever, and they can pull that up for you. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually just hide these columns because I want to put it side by side with what we're going to do now. We're going to choose to use a random number generator. Well, how you do that on Excel is you go is equal to RAND, the beginning of random, and then we're going to do between, because we want to tell it between what numbers, because we don't obviously want like folder number 1000. So we put what our bottom number is, which is 1, and for our top number, let's just say it's number 300. And we do that, and you'll see a number comes up. And what you can do now is just, you get your cursor down to, so that you've got that black plus in the corner there, and you can just drag down next to all of your folders. And we've selected, wow, I thought I had 500 folders here. I've got 156, that's annoying. So those are my random numbers. Now, this is a bit obviously higgledy-piggledy, so we want to actually get these numbers a little bit more orderly so that we can actually pick out folders. Now, the one issue with the random number thing is it won't allow you to sort because then the numbers aren't random. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the numbers that we've actually just generated. Sorry. Takes a little while. Right, so we've highlighted that. We're going to copy those numbers. Now on a Windows computer, you're going to right click. On a Mac, you're just going to control and click, and you're going to go into Paste Special. And Paste Special allows you to do different things with the data that you're trying to paste. Here, all we want to do is we want to take the values that we've worked out with the number generator, and we want to get those copied into the next column. And you'll see what I mean right now. So you can see it's done that, but as soon as we muck around with the data, then it wants different random numbers. It seems to be quite a twitchy little function. So here I'm going to make, this is our randomly assigned numbers column. We can actually delete this one because it's going to just confuse the issue. And now we've got some random numbers that have been put alongside our patient numbers. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort these. So I'm going to go up into data and I'm going to sort. And I want to sort according to random, which is the column header. And we're going to go in ascending order. The row does have headers. We're going to go OK. And what you'll see now is there are some repeated numbers. But what it's done is now we've sorted them from smallest to largest of the random numbers. And now what we can do is we can select the first 100 folder numbers that come up. Okay, so you can see I'm looking at the gray part on the side that's busy taking us through the different cells. And so there, I need the first 101 actually, because the first row is a header row. And that's the list that I can print off to give to admin to ask them for those particular folders. I'm just going to paste those there, and that would be what I'd print. Right, for those of you who are not lucky enough to have available data from your IT people, either because you don't have computers or because you don't have IT people, you can use Excel to give you a way of picking your folders randomly. And I'm just going to show you a quick way to do that. So here we're going to use the random function again. We're going to go equals RAND between, because we want to choose between numbers. For our bottom number, we're going to put 1 again. For our top number, we're not going to choose a very large number because you'll see why. But depending on the amount of patients that you actually see in your facility, you don't want to choose a very, very high number because you're going to be skipping folders according to that number. So I'm going to say here between 1 and 5 and press enter. And there it gives me 1. And I'm going to drag this down again. And I'm going to drag it right down to 100. There we go. Okay. So what you can do now is you can use this to say, right, I'm going to start at the beginning of the register. And the first number is 4, so I'm going to count to the 4th folder. And that's going to be the folder that I look at. After I've picked that folder, I'm going to count 3 folders down, because that's my next number that comes up. Then I'm going to count down 2 folders and pick the next folder. Then I'm going to count past 4 folders and pick the next folder. Then I'm going to count past 1, etc., etc. It kind of just gives you a random way of picking folders so that you're not picking one every 5 or, you know, picking the first 10 or whatever. We do want a random sample, and this is a relatively easy way of getting it.